We are in the first chapter, that is Introduction to Statistics. In the last session, we discussed about what are the features of statistics, that is based on the definition, where we consider statistics as a numerical statement of facts. Before that, we come across the introduction part of statistics, how that particular word have derived based on various words, and also how that concept called statistics might have originated. Then we come across the definition. As I said, definition here we look into under we consider statistics. Initially we consider that statistics as a numerical statement of facts, that we call it as plural sense, definition under plural sense. And this is called one more, that is statistics as statistical method, that is singular sense. So here we divide definition under two heads, that is singular sense and plural sense. Based on plural sense, we have come across the definition of Professor Horace Secret's definition, and upon that definition we drawn some of the characteristics of statistics. So as per your examination concern, your that characteristics are very important. That particular Professor Horace Secret's definition as well as characteristics or features are very important. That definition is like statistics is the aggregate of facts affected to a marked extent by multiplicity of causes, numerically expressed, enumerated or estimated according to a reasonable standard of accuracy, collected in a systematic manner for a predetermined purpose and placed in relation to each other. So this is the definition. This you have to study, and if you study that definition, you can even write the features or characteristics. Now we'll see the other one, statistics as the statistical methods. Now under this mainly there are, one is according to Croxton and Cowden, and one more A.L. Gowlis. Sometimes, as I said, they particularly mention what is the definition of A.L. Gowlis. According to A.L. Gowlis, what is statistics? Now, if it comes for 1 mark, define statistics. No need to write Professor Horace Secret's lengthy definition. You can just write according to A.L. Gowlis, statistics as the science of counting, and he once again redefined as science of averages. If you write science of averages also, you will get there 1 mark. Now we'll see what is that statistics as the statistical methods. According to Croxton and Cowden, statistics is the science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical facts. Now, there we studied, in case of first definition, we studied what are the characteristics. It defines the characteristics of statistics, that definition as a numerical statement of facts. Statistics is a collection of facts. Group of figures only can be a statistic. Single figures cannot be a statistic. And statistics, we can say the particular sentence as statistical statement if it has numerical content in it. So that first definition which we studied under plural sense, it defines the characteristics of statistics. But here it says what operation that statistics has done, what characteristics what operation this particular statistics is do or it has done. See here, according to Croxton and Cowden, statistics is the collection. Statistics is the collection of data. We need to collect the information, or we need to collect the figures or data. Science of collection. Science of collection means by using a scientific methods and techniques we are collecting the data. And presentation. Presentation means after collecting the data we need to present. We need to present in a systematic manner. And analysis. After presentation we have to analyze what information or data we collected here. Then we need to analyze according to our survey, or what information we require, what is not required. What is required we have to take it, what is not required in a collected data, that we can exclude. So we need to analyze there. What are the merits, what are the demerits, which are very important, that we need to take, which we need to include in our survey, which we need to exclude. That means analysis, we have to analyze. And interpretation, we have to interpret. After analysis we get that proper accurate information, then we have to interpret in a proper way. After that, interpretation of a numerical facts. It's a statistics that we know, if it is a numerical fact, means if it is in numbers, then only we can call it as statistics of numerical facts. So this definition says about the operations of, or what the work of statistics. Previous definition, it says about the characteristics of statistics. So this definition, singular sense definition, it says the operations of statistics, that according to Croxton and Cowden, statistics is the science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical facts. Then one more definition is there, as I said, according to A.L. Bowley, he defines statistics as the science of counting. It's a science of counting, means we are counting the facts or the figures. And once again he only redefined it is the science of averages. Science of averages. What is that? Averages. Averages means where we present the group of series in a individual figure. Where we present the group of figures as an individual figures. That we call it as averages. We take averages for the purpose of easy comparison. So this is about the definitions. Here we see definitions mainly under two heads, that is plural sense and singular sense. Plural sense, we consider statistics as the numerical statement of facts. It's a numerical which are expressed in numbers. And according to singular sense, we see statistics as it is the statistical method. It is the statistical method. It says about the operations of the statistics. So this is about the definition. Next we'll move towards the branches of statistics. Now, main divisions of statistics. Here mainly statistics is divided, or divisions we can call it as branches of statistics. Here statistical methods and applied statistics. These are the two main divisions of statistics. In that, statistical methods means we can call it as it's a mathematical statistics or theory of statistics, where we use this kind of theory or mathematics, in the sense there will be so many kinds of formulas or techniques or methods will be there that we used in order to make some of the decisions. So statistical methods, this is one of the branch, or it is a division of statistics where we use, or we call it as mathematical statistics or theory of statistics, used for the purpose of decision making or making decision. That is about first one, statistical methods. Then applied statistics. Applied statistics means the applications of statistics, means in which area or field we use statistics. In which area or field we use statistics, or we apply statistical applications or methods or techniques. So we can take in the field of agriculture, or in the field of industry, or in the field of population. We mainly, or in the field of medicine also. So we use statistics. So if we use these kinds of fields or statistics, means there might be some of the branches of applied statistics. See, first we study there are two branches, that is statistical methods and applied statistics. Then in that, applied statistics means it is where we apply statistics, in which areas or field we apply statistics. As I said, agriculture, industry, medicine, population. So these are the field where we apply statistics. So in such field, if we apply statistics, what do we call? In such field, if we apply statistics, what do we call? So here for applied statistics, some of the branches. So applied statistics has further some of the branches. These two are the branches of statistics. But in case of applied statistics, we have some other branches. So these are the branches of applied statistics. So here you can expect 1 mark question. One mark question is, state any of the applied statistics, the branches of applied statistics, or any two branches of applied statistics. That possibilities are there. Or else, which are the main divisions or branches of statistics? Main divisions or branches of statistics means there are two divisions, statistical methods and applied statistics. And one more question, state any two branches of applied statistics. Applied statistics branches means these are the branches of applied statistics. And some other possible questions are there. What do you mean by biometry? What do you mean by demography? Such kind of possible questions also are there for 1 mark. So now, what is biometry? Biometry means it's a biostatistics. We use statistics in the field of biology, not to solve the problems. We use statistics, biostatistics, which deals with the problems of biology. We call biometry is a biostatistics which deals with the problems in biology. That is biometry. And demography. Demography means to study of human population. Demography is nothing but to study of human population. We use statistics to study the human population. We can write here it shortly. To study here, it's about human population, and here biostatistics in the field of biology to solve the problems. And econometrics. Econometrics means use of statistics in the field of economics to prove or disprove the theories of economics. So in case of economics, there will be many theories will be there. So in order to prove or disprove the theory of statistics, we use prove or disprove the theories of economics, we use statistics, then we call it as econometrics. If we use statistics in the field of economics, then we call it as econometrics. So here we use for the purpose of prove or disprove the theories of economics. Theories of economics. That is about econometrics. Then statistical quality control. Statistical quality control means we use statistical methods or techniques in order to control the quality of manufactured product. We know that we produce lot of products, but immediate after the production, this product will not directly comes into the market. Before that, it has to undergo the variety of quality checks or inspections. So after the production of a variety of products, it has to be undergo some of the quality control techniques. So that quality control techniques, which some of the techniques are drawn from the statistics. So statistical quality control means we use statistical methods or techniques in order to verify or inspect the manufactured product. It may be after manufacturing the product, or sometimes while manufacturing the product also we can apply statistical methods and techniques. So use of statistics in the field of quality control in order to control the quality of the product. So here in the field of use of statistics to control the quality of the product. This is about statistical quality control. This statistical quality control, this particular topic, you have this particular topic as a chapter in your second year syllabus. You have this particular topic as a chapter in your second year syllabus. Then fifth one, actuarial science. Actuarial science means use of statistics in the field of insurance. Use of statistics in the field of insurance. Why they use statistics in the field of insurance? We know that statistics is study about the human population. So insurance means it related to human population only. So in order to fix the premium, the rate of premium, or to study about the age or their health conditions. So to fix the rate of premium, they use statistics in the field of actuarial science. Actuarial science is nothing but it is the insurance. So in the field of insurance, if they use statistics, that we call as actuarial science. So it is in the field of insurance. The use of statistics in the field of insurance in order to fix the rate of premium, that we call it as actuarial science. Then comes the stylometry. Stylometry, the use of statistics in the field of literature. Use of statistics in the field of literature, then we call it as stylometry. Then psychometry, it is use of statistics in order to solve the psychological problem. In the field of psychology, in order to solve the psychological problem, we use statistics, then we call it as psychometry. It is in the field of psychology. To solve psychological problem. Here in the field of literature. In the field of literature. So these are the different branches of statistics. Here you should be knowing which are the main divisions or branches of statistics. There are two divisions or branches of statistics, that is statistical methods and applied statistics. Then what do you mean by statistical method? Such questions will not appear, very rare question. Which are the two branches of statistics? Then you should remember that is applied statistics. Which are the branches of applied statistics? There are these many, the 7 branches according to your syllabus. 7 branches has given in your book. So there are 7 branches of applied statistics. And what are those? What do you mean by biometry? The biostatistics which deals with the problems in biology. Use of statistics in the field of biology. Demography means use of statistics in order to study about the human population. Econometrics means use of statistics in the field of economics to prove or disprove the theories of economics. Then statistical quality control. Use of statistical methods and techniques in the field of in order to control the quality of the manufactured product. Actuarial science is use of statistics in the field of insurance in order to fix the rate of premium and some other factors. Stylometry is use of statistics in the field of literature, and the last one, psychometry, is in the field of psychology in order to solve the psychological problem. So this is about the brief introduction of main divisions of statistics. Then nextly we will move towards the functions of statistics. Now we will discuss about functions of statistics. Functions of statistics means the which kind of operation it does, or what are the functions, what it does or what it works, that we call it as functions of statistics. So there are altogether, according to your syllabus, there are altogether 7 functions has been given in your textbook. According to your examination perspective, the features, functions and all very important. These functions may come for 5 marks. It's a important 5 marks questions, the functions of statistics. So in that, the first one, it presents the facts in a definite form. It presents the facts in a definite form. What is that definite form? We can see here definite form. See, if you present the facts and figures in the definite form, then only we can convince the audience, or we can convince the person who is receiving it. So it should be in a definite form. The conclusions and all, if we provide conclusion in the numerical facts, it will be more convincing than in the statement form. For example, I will give the example. Now we say that the population of India, it has gone up 15%. Population of India has gone up 15% in the year 2010. In the year 2010 as compared to the year 2008. As compared to the year 2008. This is the statement. The population of India has gone up 15% in the year 2010 as compared to 2008. So it is a very convincing and definite statement. Why it's a definite statement? Because the person who is reading it or the person who is receiving it, there will not be any kind of confusion. It will be very clear to him, because statement is in the definite form. So this kind of statement we call it as definite form. Or else one more example I will give. The unemployment in the India has increasing. The unemployment percentage is going up, or it is increasing. Yes, we know, we can understand the statement. But it is not so convincing like this particular statement. So definite form means we have to present the facts or figures in the numerical form, which is more convincing for the person who is receiving it. So the first function of the statistics is we need to present the facts and figures in the definite form. Definite form is nothing but which is very convincing form, which is very easy to understand for the readers or the person who is referring it. That we call it as the definite form. That is about the first point. Then second one, what it does, what it functions or what it works. It simplifies and condenses the size of the data. As I said, we need to collect information from the various fields. It depends upon our survey or inquiry. We need to collect information from the various fields. So we collect the information from the various fields. Sometimes our scope might be large or our area might be large. So we collect lot of information. What happens when we collect lot of information? Directly we cannot include into our work or our study. So what we need to do? We need to condenses and simplifies the size of the data. Simplifies means making it, condenses means cut the size. Condenses means we are making into a bulk size into a small one, a bulk facts into a small one, and so that we will simplify the facts and figures which we collected. Why we need to simplify or why we need to condense the size? Because it is not necessary to include all the facts and figures which we collected, which is very important. Only those facts and figures we need to include. So if we condense the size of the data, the bulk into a smaller size, if we make it, then it is easy to study, easy to refer, or it will be in the simplified form where we can easily use it into our study or survey. So the second work which statistics does is what information we collect, what information we gather from the various sources. It simplifies the facts by condensing the size of the data. It simplifies it by condensing the size of the data. Condensing means cutting the size, the bulk into smaller one, which is not necessary, we can exclude in this particular stage. So it makes the facts and figures, or it provides the facts and figures in the simpler way or the simpler form in order to understand. The next one, it facilitates comparison. It facilitates comparison. Mainly we collect the statistics, or we take the statistical survey, or we take the statistics for the purpose of comparison. And in order to compare, we need to make it simple. We need to make it simple, then only we can compare it. For example, what do we call as averages? What do we call in a simpler sense? You might have studied mean, the arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Yes, these we call it as averages. So those arithmetic mean or geometric mean it does, where variety of information will be there, group of data will be there. That group of data at the end, by applying any of the mean formula, we present it in a one value. We present it in a one value. Why? That is nothing but simplification. The bulk size we are making it to simple. Why? Because we need to compare. For example, I take the example, the marks in statistics. The marks in statistics in the college A and marks in statistics in the college B. There are students will be there, number of students will be there, their marks will be there. How we can compare? We need to take the averages. We have to total, then divided by how many numbers are there. Here also total. We get in the college A, the average, the marks of the student is 175%. In college B, it is 80%. See, if we present the facts and figures in the single figure, if we present it as a single figure or a single fact or the individual data, it is easy to compare. Here marks might have been this 80, 60, 70, 35, 40, 50, 85, 90. So this, can we compare it? It is difficult to compare. So we take the averages there, so that easy to compare. So the statistics, it mainly facilitates or it provides opportunity of comparison of different data which we want to compare them. So this is one more function, and very important function of the statistics. It provides an opportunity to compare the facts or figures. Now here in the first statement also we compared there. It has gone up by 15% as compared to the previous year. The next one, it enriches our knowledge and widens our experience. Statistics, it provides an opportunity for the person to enrich his or to increase his knowledge. Enrich means to increase his knowledge, and widens his experience, to gain variety of experience, and also to develop his knowledge. How? Because while going through into a statistical survey or study, he will apply variety of statistical methods and techniques. So he will gain a lot of knowledge about variety of field, and also his experience will be wider. He will get wider experience and also the great skill or knowledge. So it enriches our knowledge and widens our experience. It is one more function of the statistics. Then if we come here, it helps in formulating policies. Which kind of policies it helps? As I said, while studying branches which fields we use statistics. We use statistics in variety of fields. It may be the human population, to study of the human population. So it helps the government to frame variety of policies for the people of the country. It might be the policies related to the population, so variety of human population. And there will be variety of policies. It might be the tax policy or fiscal policy, the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan. So variety of policies are prevailing in the country. So it helps us to frame variety of policies. It may be for the government or it may be for any of the business or industries, because we use statistics in the variety of field. It may be insurance, or it may be in the field of medicine, or it may be in the field of industry, or it may be in the field of agriculture or medical science. Variety of field we use statistics. So when we use statistics in the variety of field, obviously we can frame various kinds of policies for their help. So it helps in formulating various kinds of policies. It helps in business forecasting. What is the business forecasting? What do you mean by forecasting? Forecasting is nothing but the predicting the future events. What is going to happen in the future? That we call it as forecasting. So it helps in business forecasting. See, it is very difficult to run a business if we are unable to predict the future. So we need to forecast the future or predict the future business condition. So if we are able to predict the future business condition, then only according to that we can set our organization plans or policies we can prepare. So in order to predict future, we need to refer some of the past records or past situations we need to record. Based on that we can predict the future. So forecasting business condition, that is nothing but predicting about the future, what may come in the future. If we predict or if we assume what may come in the future, so we can set, based on that we can prepare in order to face that. So statistics helps in business forecasting, and it helps in framing and testing hypotheses. See, in simple I will say hypothesis is nothing but these are the assumptions. We set assumptions here. We set assumptions and we have to test that assumptions. What assumptions we test, whether it is true or false, that we call it as testing hypothesis. See, about this topic we discuss later. We are going to study about this particular topic. For time being, statistics helps to frame hypothesis. Hypotheses are nothing but assumptions. To frame hypothesis, and after framing it helps to test the hypothesis, whether what assumptions we set, whether these are true or false. So it helps in testing and framing hypothesis. So this is about the functions of statistics. The first one comes there. It presents the facts in the definite form, so that we need to present in the convincing or definite form, so that the person who refers it should be easy to understand. There shouldn't be any kind of the ambiguity, or there shouldn't be any kind of confusion for the person who refers it. It simplifies, where the data which will be in a bulk size, it makes it simple and in the understandable form. It facilitates comparison. The main purpose of statistics is for the purpose of comparison. It provides an opportunity to compare the data. It enriches our knowledge. It provides an opportunity to increase or gain more knowledge or to gain more experience by applying statistics methods and techniques. Then it helps in formulating variety of policies. We know we use statistics in the variety of fields, so it helps to prepare variety of policies. It helps in business forecasting for predicting future business condition, what may happen in the future. So based on that we can prepare it. In advance we can prepare to face it. It helps in framing and testing hypotheses. Hypotheses are nothing but assumptions. In order to frame and test hypotheses, statistics will help us. So today, in today's session, we discussed about which are the branches of statistics. Firstly, we discussed about the statistical methods, the definition of statistics under singular sense, what it says. So next we come across with the divisions of statistics. There are mainly two divisions, that is the applied statistics, statistical methods and applied statistics. Then we have come across which are the various branches of applied statistics, the way which are the fields where we use statistics. Then we discussed about functions of statistics. So this is about today's session. Then in tomorrow's session we will discuss about limitations and scope for applications of statistics.